Shalom, all praises to the Most High. Anoka said, praise be to the earthly mother, the Pachamama, and all of her earthly angels, the Erkadeshoe. Praise be to the Holy Spirit, the Kahe, in the name of his only begotten Son, Motsah the Lamb, unification to the nation. Another hard hitter. I got a Canelo Alvarez counter punch. Got a Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll. Bro, we're going to be looking into Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, I made this map the time we were going over blanking out the Exodus, correct? Now, in the last video, we discussed how the land of Ur and the Chaldees are in North America, perhaps around the Great Lakes area, Mississippi, probably on the eastern side of it. That's what it seems like, right? And the land of Canaan was to the west of it, aka possibly Utah, California, going all the way down to probably the Amazon, right? And then probably the Atacama Desert. And then and Abraham, he traveled into Egypt, right? And him and Lot, they were very rich, and they didn't have enough space. It's crazy to think how the hell wouldn't you have enough space? But hey, they were doing things in a big way. So Lot decided to go on this side into Africa, and Abraham stayed in Canaan. And we're gonna go over that. Let's see. Okay, he goes into Egypt. There was a famine that was grievous in the land. Let's see. Now let's read this. And Abram went out of Egypt, he and his wife and all he had, and Lot with him, into the south. And Abraham was very rich in cattle, in silver and in gold. And he went on his journeys from the south even to Bethel, unto the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Hai, unto the place of the altar which he had make there at the first. And there Abram called on the name of the Lord. And Lot also, which went with Abram, had flocks and herds and tents, and the land was not able to bear them, that they might dwell together, for their substance was great, so that they could not dwell together. And there was a strife between the herdmen of Abram's cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle. And the Canaanite and the Perizzite dwelt then in the land. And Abraham said unto Lot, let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, and between my herdsmen and thy herdsmen, for we are brethren. It is not the whole land before thee? Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, I will go to the right. Or if thou departest to the right hand, then I will go to the left. See? Bro, Abraham, very, very, very gracious man. This is a cool grandpa, bro. The coolest grandpa. And Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plain of Jordan. Now, where's Jordan? The plain of Jordan. So now we're going to get, it has to be next to Jordan, right? Now we know that Jordan is the Atlantic. So it's the plain lands of Jordan. So let's try to find that out. Plain lands in Africa. So now we're getting into the elevation. Would you not consider this to be the plain lands? I would. The area, is very leveled, right? And okay, if you don't believe me, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna hopefully convince you. Let's see. And Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, even as the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as thou comest unto Zoar. Then Lot chose him all the plain of Jordan, and Lot journeyed east, and they separated themselves the one from the other. Abraham dwelt in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelt in the cities of the plain, and pitched his tent toward Sodom. right? And then you guys know the story, how they wanted to, to do some abominable things. Let me see. So there's a lot of cities in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities, and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities, and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Excuse me. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. Now, what usually happens when the Most High curses land? He usually makes it sandy. That's what it says in the books of remembrance, and that's just the truth, right? He doesn't play around, and it would make so much sense. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Plain country, okay. Let's keep going. Ancient lost civilizations buried under the sand. Mysterious ancient structures hidden under the sand in the Sahara Desert. So this had to have been some sort of civilization, right? In ancient times, some 1,000 years ago, the Sahara Desert was fertile grassland. What? Fertile grassland. Then something happened, and the green Sahara turned into a desert. Today, there is enough evidence to show that the Sahara Desert had once a grassland ecosystem and was a much wetter place than it is today. What ancient secrets are hidden beneath the sand is still an unsolved mystery. Satellite images reveal intriguing and mysterious structures in the Sahara Desert. The constructions are either damaged pyramids or antediluvian remains. Something is very large is underneath the sand, and we do not know what it is. We gonna keep flowing. The Sahara Desert is the largest desert in the world. At 3.5 million square miles, Sahara is as large as the United States. Wow. And covers 1/3 of the African continent. With temperatures reaching 135 degrees and humidity as low as 2%, it can be difficult to imagine that this place was once a green paradise. However, the Sahara, which is one of the hottest and driest places on earth, was as recently as 10,000 years ago a wonderful place to live. The Sahara was a lush savanna teeming with wildlife, grass, trees, and lakes filled with fish. The region was inhabited by the lost civilization of Sahara or Sodom for about 5 millennia. Okay, whatever. But people thrived here: fishing, hunting, herding cattle, harvesting grain, making pottery and jewelry. Then everything ended. What does it sound like? What does it sound like? What does it sound like? Come on, you can say it. What does it sound like? Now they're gonna give you I guess their explanation. Let's dodge all hijacks and let's just keep going down. Hidden beneath the sand of the Sahara are traces of the civilization that once occupied this land. Archaeologists have recently begun to uncover clues to this lost, marvelous world. So this was this is not just any place. Well, how come there is just a random ancient civilization where this big bucket of sand is, and it's known worldwide. When the Most High does things, he does it in a big way. In a big way, bro. Before the Sahara changed into a desert, there were also trees such as ash, cedar, oak, walnut, martil, and lime in the region. Right? It says camels were unknown. Okay, I don't know if that's true. The hare was also often encountered in this region. Being a good hopper, It can move fast and avoid burned feet. Based on a large amount of bones discovered, it is evidence that crocodiles controlled the many rivers that are now long gone. Whoa, bro. Something crazy must have happened here that no one can explain. All praises to the Most High, eternal loving kindness, Anoka said. Ancient rock art revealed the secrets of the lost Sahara civilization. It is possible to learn much about the lost civilization from the incredible Sahara rock art that depicts thousands of years of forgotten history. Prehistoric rock art in Sahara is in many ways more detailed than the known cave painting in France and Spain. The world's largest collection of fascinating cave paintings was discovered. Okay, let's move down. What is it trying to tell us? What is it trying to say? Are these three butt buddies? Is that what this is? I don't even know what this is. What is this? The paintings clearly depict how people of the area enjoyed this pre-desert paradise. We can view scenes from ancient daily life. Men are usually portrayed in hunting scenes. Women are seen combing their hair or dancing in circles. I don't know. No, they didn't have no damn women here. There are many depictions of animals. Maybe those aren't women. Maybe those are people in wigs. You know how they doing it. They do that here. So why wouldn't they do it in the ancient Homo capital? But you see all of these different animals: elephants, rhinoceros, lions, ostriches, giraffes, hippopotamus, buffalo, antelope. This must have been a crazy green place. Yet something had to have happened to where all of it just went bye-bye. You know the Most High is behind it. People cultivated cattle. There are many depictions of calves, goats, sheep, and pigs. Domestic dogs appear as well. Fishing was also a very common activity. There are many ancient secrets buried beneath the sand of Sahara. Scientists suspect there are large amounts of water under the sand. There are most likely also ancient remains of cities hidden beneath the sand. Ancient remains of cities? Cities. Sodom and Gomorrah. Cities were destroyed, right? Cities. Moab and Ammon are still in these lands today. I'm not trying to read all this, so let's see what we can get. Because I'm not trying to get an answer. I'm just trying to see if they're going to give me anything good. Well, let's just read and then let's try to skip through it. Northern Africa is one of the driest regions on Earth, home to the Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert in the world. This extremely dry region, where it's not uncommon to have no rain for over a year in some places, was once a tropical, humid area. Cave drawings in the Egyptian Sahara. Okay, whoa. What you mean? Depict people swimming in lakes in a tropical, humid environment. What, then, caused the complete reversal of climate from warm, humid, and wet environment to one of the driest locations on Earth? So, where's this? What is Sodom and Gomorrah? Is this Sodom and Gomorrah? I think so. If Moab and Ammon are in these lands beyond Jordan, Reuben and Gad took lands on the east side of Jordan, and Moab's land and the land of the Midianites. It's all coming together, bro. It's all coming together. Sodom and Gomorrah, Northern Africa. May peace be with you, Selah Allah.